Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in and checking out my latest video. Now, today's video is going to be talking about a boxer who I hold in high regard. I honestly believe this fighter can be a future middleweight world champion. And today I will be talking about a fighter originally from Kazakhstan, now fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and that will be Sadriddin Akhmedov. Really, really talented, extensive amateur background. And first things first, before I start the video, I got to give a big shout out to Manny Montreal. He did a piece on his YouTube channel about him, and that was where I first heard about him before his pro debut. So shout out to him for putting me on this special talent. Now, when I look at Sadruddin Akhmedov and the situation he's currently in, so when we look at his pro record, he's very early in the pros. He's 2-0 with 2 knockouts. However, great team behind him. So his manager's Anna Riva. She has already brought over a lot of talented Kazakhstan fighters. For example, one of my favorite current fighters in the sport to watch is Batiar Jukubayev. That is one of her fighters. Very talented fighter and extremely exciting. She also, in the past, had brought over Arthur Beterbiev to Canada and really gave him a shot. And when she was managing his career was a lot better off than it is currently. So she's a terrific manager. She has a keen eye for the sport of boxing. She knows talent, very knowledgeable, and a very good person as well. She really is loyal to her fighters and very trustworthy. And that is something very good to have in your corner because in boxing there's a lot of shady characters. And she has helped already Sadruddin Akhmedov be signed to Eye of the Tiger Management, of course, which is the biggest promotional company in Canada, in my opinion. They put on the best shows. They have extremely talented fighters such as Yves Ulissi. They also have David Lemieux, Castillo Clayton. So they have a ton of talented fighters on that roster already, and they put on great cards top to bottom. Now, looking at Akhmedov and what made me really interested in him as a fighter, when we look at Akhmedov offensively, you see terrific hand speed. I love the way he mixes up head body combinations. Also, that jab to the body is very good. Good balance. And also, when I look at Akhmedov, I love the way he throws that left hook to the body. It reminds me of Gennady Golovkin, the style wise, the way he throws it. Gets a lot of leverage under that. And that's going to be a knockout punch for him, in my opinion, in the professional ranks. Now, defensively, let's talk about Akhmedov and what he brings to the table. So defensively, very good at dipping underneath shots, gives you some head movement, slight backward steps. Think of Sergey Kovalev. Also gives you that kind of counter-punching style at times as well, where very versatile, I would say his style is, where he can be super aggressive and then also is heavy on the back foot counter punching. So those type of counters are very effective, and those are the counter punches that knock somebody out when you're heavy on that back foot and really putting some pressure on it. Um, Interesting enough, too, Akhmedov is actually one of his idols is Arturo Gatti. So his kind of fighting style, if you watch him, he's super technical, but then also loves to brawl at times as well. So that's something that I think fans will really enjoy about his style. You get that technical style of boxing, and then at times other fan groups will enjoy his aggressive brawling style. Um, but nonetheless, doesn't actually keep himself open for very many counter shots when he does become super aggressive and kind of go in forward. So that's something I always found very impressive with Sadruddin Akhmedov. And when I watch him fight, a lot of versatility is the biggest thing I can say about him as a fighter. Aggressiveness, versatility, and very well schooled. You can tell the pedigree of that Kazakhstan school, going against top amateurs in Russia, also in his own country, Kazakhstan. You got places like the Ukraine as well. So all that experience is going to come into play in the professional ranks. So this is a fighter, in my opinion, guys. Definitely keep your eye on Sadruddin Akhmedov. Very hard name to pronounce. I probably didn't even say it right, but nonetheless, exciting prospect to watch in the middleweight division. Keep your eye on this fighter. I believe we'll see him on HBO someday soon. After I would say at the very most 2 years, this is the type of talent I'm talking about here. I just think a real diamond in the rough talent. And Montreal and Canada in particular are very lucky to have a fighter like this to watch. A lot of companies wanted this fighter, ended up in Montreal, and I wish him the best and his team the best. And I'm really looking forward to what this fighter brings to the table. coming up for years to come. So definitely tune out and check Sadriddin Akhmedov out, guys. If you've seen him fight before, let me know what you think. Very limited footage on there. Some really good amateur fights. Definitely tune in and check those out. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate you. Thank you.